loves, it's one of my countertop recipe vlogs videos, and this is a kind of experimental one. I'm quite the fan of the Greggs vegan, obviously, sausage, bean and cheese pasties, and I thought, well, they can't be that hard to make, and especially now we've got these new cheeses like Cathedral City, not a lot left in there, so I'm actually going to have to use the one behind it as well, which is Sainsbury's Free From, just to kind of make it up a bit. But I thought, well, I'll do it on camera and we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix everything cold into this bowl first. So these sausages are these Quorn Ultimate Bangers. Got them in Tesco's. So I fried them earlier today to get them ready, funnily enough, for this very vlog. So I'm just going to cut them into chunks. We don't want them too small. They're quite chunky in the Greggs pasty. So like that. Like that. Get that in there. Simple tin of beans, Sainsbury's Hubbard's beans. Get all of that in there. Okay, and then we're going to get all the remainder of this Cathedral City grated in there, but just as I suspected, not quite enough. So I'll add a bit of the Sainsbury's own Free From one as well. I'm going to put quite a bit of cheese in there actually, because there's quite a bit of cheese in the Greggs. And that is what we're trying to replicate after all. So I'm just going to give that a right good mix. All together, all nice and cold. Try and make sure that it's all evenly mixed. Like so. So there's quite a bit more sausage in there than there would be in a Greggs one, but surely that's a good thing. Know what I mean? Right, I'm using Just Roll puff pastry. It's clearly marked vegan. Did you know, by the way, one of our subscribers told me this, because you'll know there's quite a lot of things on the channel that are shoved in pastry. We like a thing shoved in pastry, to Jason and I. And I was always like putting them together and then moving them from this bit of paper that they come on to a piece of greaseproof paper for the oven. And then one of our subscribers said, you do know that that is actually greaseproof paper, don't you? You can just cook on that. No, I didn't. But I do now. Right. Okay. Nice big square of pastry. Shift over this so it looks better. The good thing when it's it's ready made, this. Do you know what I mean? It's made for exactly this kind of thing. Get it all nice and even. The right amount of bits all over the place. Oh, this is going to be a nice, well filled pastry. Waste not, want not, Beryl. Get it all out. So my thinking is, you see, obviously as it cooks the cheese will melt into the beans and it'll get far more saucy. 2 escapee beans, got them. As I say, waste not, want not. And maybe, just to be proper filthy, in fact let's, because there's no wrong with her filth. I know we've got plenty of cheese in there, but let's put a nice sprinkle on top as well. Now, I don't think that's going to need anything else, to be honest with you, other than folding over, now, just going in with my fingers first before I go round it properly and seal it all. Just my fingers, just to press the pastry into place. In there, you. No, I said in. Rude bit of cheese. It's just like, I don't want to. And I'm like, you're gonna though. Right, we'll do that first. And then, good old fashioned way, we'll just go around with a fork and seal all the edges proper. Then we'll just press the filling down inside a little bit so it really goes to the edges. And then what I'd like to do is a short knife here. I'm just gonna cut. I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm just doing a little. This is more about pattern than anything, but it might make the puff pastry do a really nice pattern while it's cooking. So I'm just kind of putting a score in. I'm going to do it on this diagonal and then on the opposite diagonal. That. There we go. So I've got my, for a sec. I've got my oven preheating to 180. I'll get it on the tray and get it in there now, and then I shall tell you how long it took to cook. And there we go, my loves, fresh out of the oven, and it took 30 minutes on 180. But I'm glad I cut that pattern into the top just because it's made it look a bit more interesting. And of course we've had some leakage. We have had leakage. Bean juice and cheese has indeed leaked out. Same around the other side, but we don't mind that. We don't mind that when it looks this good. And I'll give you a final shot when it's cut open and on the plate. And if you want to see it in a taste test, we will link the meals vlog. In fact, we won't link the meals vlog because this will be up before the meals vlog. So the very next meals vlog, we'll do a taste test on it. But you know it's going to be gorgeous. It's sausage, beans, cheese and pastry. What's not to like? Marvellous. Show you it on the plate. Okay, my loves, I'm going to save the plated up version for the meals vlog, but I am going to show you it cut open because it would be absolutely rude not to. It looks and smells absolutely delightful. And that's the wonderful thing about just raw pastry. You can pretty much shove anything in there and make yourself a right treat, just like we've done tonight. Bye, loves!